It's Sunday. It's 5 p.m. It's time for Stars in Your Eyes.
Well, good evening everyone, and thank you for tuning in to this very special edition, lockdown showcase edition of Stars in Your Eyes. Well, ever since we advertised for this show, thousands of you have been in touch, sending messages, wanting to take part, so we've been out with our intrepid reporter, knocking on doors trying to rustle up the best talent in Britain. We think we've come up with the very best. We've got some super special contestants for you tonight. Now remember, there's no telephone vote, but you will be able to interact voting through Facebook. And we also have our judges in their judges' houses on lockdown who are going to be offering expert opinion and, let's say, commentary. So for now, sit back, settle down, have a drink and enjoy the show as we meet our first contestant.
Oh, hello. My name's Richard, and I'm going to sing a lovely song for you this evening by a gentleman who's sadly very recently no longer with us. This song is very important to me because it reminds me of a period in my life, say about 30 years, when I used to get very, very, very drunk indeed. Tonight, Simon, I'm going to be Kenny Rogers, and I'm going to be singing I Just Dropped It In. Ta-ta! I woke up this morning with the sun down, shining in. I found my mind in a brown paper bag within. I tripped on a cloud and fell 8 miles high. I tore my mind on a jagged sky. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in.
Yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition was in.
I pushed my soul in a deep dark hole and then I followed it in. I watched myself crawling out as I was crawling in. I got so tight I couldn't unwind. I just forgot the words. Broke my mind. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Letters on a dead-end sign. I had the foot on the gas as I left the road and blew my mind. 8 miles out of Memphis and I got no spare. 8 miles straight up downtown somewhere. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. I said I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in.
Yeah, yeah, whoa,
amazing start to the show. Thank you very much there, young Richard, for an outstanding performance. I personally thought that was tip-top, but let's go over to the judges' houses now. Firstly to our head judge, Pam Jane, and let's see what the judges thought.
Hello, come in, Pam. How are you doing? I can see you haven't quite got over your rift with Richard, no? Are you going to give him any comments or points at all? No, just a stony silence. OK, well, thanks, Pam. We'll check in with you for our next contestant.
Well, oh dear. We were hoping to bring people together on the show, but as you can see, there's no love lost between these two. As anyone familiar with previous episodes of this show will surely know, I can remember for myself comments from Pamela Jane on previous performances from Richard, ranging from too cocky to those aren't the right trousers. And she's never given him a point before, so she didn't say her points for Richard just then, but let's assume it's a 0 based on previous form. OK, let's move on and hope for better luck from judge number 2. Now, judge number 2 is called Jane. She's never judged for us before on the show, although she is a professional judge, having judged many events such as local cake competitions before. Jane has currently lost her voice due to a coronavirus infection, so she's very bravely soldiering on. Thank you, Jane. You are exactly what I would describe as a hero in our day and age. Jane is going to write down her comments. She doesn't want to spread the virus. We're not sure how it spreads at the moment. And I will attempt to voice over for anyone in the audience hard of vision or unable to read. Let's see what Jane has to say, firstly with a quick introduction.
So, an exclusive peek inside one of our judges' houses for this Lockdown Showdown special. There Jane is watching Richard on her laptop. But hopefully she won't be disposing of any bodily fluids, although maybe drinking a bit of gin. Let's say hello to Jane now, reminding us, of course, that she is a substitute stand-in judge for one of our other judges who was too ill to take part this evening. So now here's Jane's comments on Richard. Hello, viewers. Please stand back from your devices. We don't know how it spreads. Richard. Lovely story. I could resonate. Topical choice and great singer, our Kenny Rogers. Well, your accent needs some work, love, but it was a good outfit and guitar, and I loved the psychedelic visuals. But you need more whiskey and fags to get voice right. And it was a dodgy headband. Richard, I'm giving thee 6 out of 10. Thank you very much there from Jane. OK, I believe we're going back over now to head judge Pam Jane. She tells us she was having some connectivity Wi-Fi issues, but she would love to comment on Richard's, and I believe she's got some words of reconciliation. So over to you, Pam Jane, head judge.
Hi, here we are broadcasting months earlier than expected from the judges' houses. Brilliant. We've had our first contestant, and I gotta tell you what, generally, I hate the guy. Does my napper right in. But I loved it. I really loved it. I love Kenny. I thought you were going to do Islands in the Stream. I got really excited about that because I love Islands in the Stream, and you didn't. You did my other favourite song. I really don't know what I'm going to do because normally I just dismiss you, and I can't. It was so atmospheric. The props, the costume, the guitar. You forgot the words. Doesn't matter. It was great. Well done. I don't know. I'm going for a solid 8 so far.
OK, now over to Cassidy, judge number 3.
Richard Fowler. Kenny Rogers. Returning his grave. You just ruined my favourite. This is a music business, pal. You're not going to make it. You're going to destroy it. Number 1. On it? What are you on about, number? Oh, right, -1 out of 10. Yeah, -1 out of 10, yeah.
OK, thanks very much to our 2 judges there. We'll be checking in with the other judges a bit later. And thank you very much to Richard as well. What a lovely young man, and what a great performance. Some fantastic feedback and great scores, putting him in first place at this point in the competition. So, let's move on now and meet contestant number 2.
Hi, I'm Lucy Reynolds. I'm 47 years old. I've been living in Lancaster for quite a long time, but I'm originally from Stockport. It was quite a grim place to live in the 1970s in Stockport growing up, and one thing that I particularly remember that made me think of the artist I'm going to be tonight, and a moment that made me really sad, was when my gerbil Tico, named after the drummer from Bon Jovi, died when I was about 8. Really, really, really sad. 1980 in Stockport. I felt really, really, really sorry for that little hamster gerbil, and all I could think about is him like running around in this little ball. So it was about at that time that I got into this artist, because I started watching her on Neighbours and Cagney and Lacey, and she just cheered me up so much that I thought for this evening's lockdown showcase I'd bring you and all of the lockdown world out there my version of very wonderful lady. Tonight, Dudley / Simon, I'm going to be Madonna.
Goes by, so slowly, time 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 goes by, so slowly, goes. Wait, no time to hesitate. Those who run seem to have all the fun, and I'm hanging up on you. Time goes by, so slowly. Time goes by, so slowly. Time goes by, so slowly. I don't know what to do. Every little thing that you say or do, I'm hung up on you. Waiting for your call, baby, night and day. I'm tired of waiting on you. Every little thing that you say or do, I'm hung up on you. Waiting for your call, baby, night and day. I'm tired of waiting on you. Ring, ring, ring goes the telephone. The lights are on, but there's no one home. Tick, tick, tock, it's 1:45, and I'm hanging up on you. I can't waiting for you. I know that you're still hesitating. Goes by so slowly, time goes by so slowly, time goes by so slowly, time goes by so slowly, so slowly, so slowly, so slowly, 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 slowly. I'm hung up, I'm hanging up on you. Waiting for your call, baby. I'm fed up. I'm tired of waiting on you.
Okay, let's go over to the judges and find out what they thought. Okay, viewers, once again, please do stand back from your devices as we still don't know how it spreads. On to Lucy. First of all, R.I.P. Tico. It's a very sad story. Lucy, you for yourself, you have some dancing skills. Is comedic dancing a career? I'm not sure in this day and age. Everybody's lost their job. Maybe you could make a go of it. I'm sorry to tell you, anyway, something your friends and family should have said. Love, your voice needs some work. And where are the cone tits? Basically, more practice and more effort, please. And may I suggest a serious exercise regime before your next try? You know, Madonna mad herself does 8 hours a day. You were coming out of puff a little bit at the end there. So it's a 4 out of 10. Good effort.
Lucy in the green bather, you're looking shit and hot fit. And I loved your giggle at the end. It was a giggle at the end. Oh my God, I'm so exhausted tonight. Sitting here, tedious. It's the most tedious night I've ever been involved in. All right, let's bump you up. Let's bump you up and give you a solid 8.
Lucy Reynolds. Where's he been? No, I mean, where's he been, Lucy? No, I mean, where's your wheelie bin? Oh, it's in your living room. Why have you got a wheelie bin in your living room? You've got no furniture in your living room apart from a wheelie bin. Good effort, mate. Good effort. Yeah, I'd take it easy if I were you, though. I'm really sorry, mate. I'm gonna give you points for like your effort and your like dressed up nice and that. But you could have took the wheelie bin out of the living room, couldn't you? You know what I mean? This is the pop industry, mate. It's all about image. Okay, right. 3 out of 10. Good effort. Next time, lose the wheelie bin.
Okay, that's it for part 1. We'll be right back with part 2. Don't go away.